I'm Amy Whitaker, Public Information Officer with Roanoke County, and I'm here today visiting with Melinda and Megan with the Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection. And one of the most important things in this room is Miss Lila, who's also joining us today.
She's ready for her treats.
Yes.
She's like, yes.
So we're going to be talking today about the Roanoke Adventure Dogs program, and viewers may remember several months ago we actually took one of these sweeties out with us and did a tour in the county with some of the county staff. So we're just going to get an update today. So, but first, Melinda, give us an update on how things are going in general at the RCACP.
Well, right now it is very busy at RCACP. Kitten season has not ended, apparently, and now puppy season has come upon us. So be expecting some news about puppies in the future. We have quite a few right now, but they are still with mamas. So we're hoping that that's all going to go well, and we may have some puppies for Christmas time. But right now we are full of dogs because we are so full with these puppies right now. But everything's going really well.
Good.
We are getting donations to the pet food pantry, which we greatly appreciate.
Sure.
This time of year is really hard for people, so
Right.
it's nice that they don't have to worry about getting their dog or their cat food.
Sure. Okay, so we always need people to make
Absolutely.
donations for that
Absolutely.
pet food pantry.
Exactly.
Okay. So Megan, talk to us a little bit about the Roanoke Adventure Dogs program, or we call it RAD,
RAD,
for
yes.
short. Talk to us about how that's going.
So Roanoke Adventure Dogs is a field trip program that we run here at the Regional Center where any member of the public can come in and check out a dog for a field trip off-site for the day. It just allows our dogs to get out, have some fun. Maybe if they're looking to adopt, the volunteers who bring them out, this might be a great chance for them to have some one-on-one time with the dog.
Good socialization
Yes,
for the
yes.
dogs.
Very good.
Great. Now, how many dogs have actually gone through the program?
At this time, we've had over 250 dogs.
Wow. And do we know how many have been adopted after being out?
Oh,
A lot.
a lot, yeah, a lot.
I think it's wonderful. It's wonderful when they come back from their trip and someone who's never been here before says, "I didn't realize that the
Yes.
dogs at the pound were so well behaved. They're so good." And I'm like, yes, they are. Those are our babies.
Sure,
So
sure.
it's fascinating to see just how well they adapt into the community.
Lila's talking to us
Yeah,
here.
she is.
Well, tell us, Megan, about what dogs do, or what are the requirements to take a dog out on one of these adventures?
So you can pretty much come in anytime after 9:30 a.m. during our business hours, Monday through Saturday, and just ask to take a dog on an adventure. We ask that anybody that is looking to take a dog out is over the age of 18, and they have a cell phone on them just in case of an emergency, a dog escapes, anything like that. But there's really not many requirements. We just ask that you love animals and that you're able to handle dogs, and that's it.
That's great. And so we mentioned it's great socialization for the dogs. What are some of the other benefits you all see?
Well, when they come back to the shelter, they are exhausted. So instead of just pacing in their kennels, being stressed out in there with all the other dogs, they go, they lay on their beds, and they just knock out. They're so happy to just be able to sleep.
Sure.
And they get really excited when they realize they're going out on another adventure.
Yeah.
They're like, oh wait, I know this is something good. Let's go.
Yeah.
So they get used to having that one-on-one time and being really special.
Yeah.
Sure.
So.
And they get their adventure dog uniform where they get their harness, they have their martingale, and then they'll get either a vest or a bandana. And normally when they see all that's coming out, they're wagging and wiggly
they're
and
like,
ready to
this
go.
You know what's coming.
Yeah.
Well, as I mentioned, several Roanoke County departments took part in the program, and I know our sheriff's office and our social services office have actually been coming in weekly maybe and taking a dog back with them on this adventure program. So was that a surprise to see that happen?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, for me, I thought it was just going to be members of the public coming in. I didn't think that this would be such a great way for offices within the county or outside of the county to have some wind down time to relax. take some time with a dog.
Right.
It's a really good stress reliever, I
Yeah,
think, for them,
yeah.
and they enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And actually, just I think every single dog that they've taken has been adopted out within a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
if not that day when they've brought them back.
Yeah.
So they've been our good luck charms too.
That's wonderful. And I hear that at least one of the departments has a doggy bed that they keep there so that when their rad dogs come in, they have a special place for them. So that's really unique. So that's a great idea for businesses that
Yeah.
are looking to take part in the program.
We found out about the Roanoke Adventure Dog Program through our inter-county email announcing that our local animal control and protection was piloting a program to give exposure to dogs who are incarcerated through no fault of their own, as well as to let our staff enjoy maybe a bit of an adventure during our workday.
So about 3 months ago, I saw a couple of staff members from Department of Social Services who, as you know, their office is just up the road here. They were walking a dog around that had some of the garb on from the Adventure Dog Program. They had a harness and they had one of the handkerchiefs on. And so in conversation, we found out that it was a program that was offered through the RCACP. Our staff, to include myself, were very interested in the program, so we inquired as to how we could get involved. We reached out to RCACP within a couple of days after that, and we had the opportunity to get signed up ourselves.
The staff here really enjoy having a dog visit. The dog has a good time. There's often a bit of a crowd around the dog as the dog arrives. We have a good time, and as the day progresses, everybody who is a dog lover gets to kind of borrow the dog and have the dog sit at their office and talk to the dog and tell them about how their day has gone. We get people who want to volunteer to walk the dog around outside, as well as to take the dog on little outings in the neighborhood to keep everybody busy. It's a very positive day, and the workers enjoy it. It relaxes us. It helps us remember that animal bond that many of us value, and it also gives the dog an opportunity to meet new people and learn that they can trust people, and that change is sometimes very good.
It's been fantastic. As you can imagine, the morale here is been improved just by the presence of the dog. I mean, just having a pet around is fantastic. You know, staff love having them here, the opportunity to interact in the courts and with individuals who are coming in and out in the different agencies with whom we work on a daily basis. Love the presence of the dog. So that's been a great experience for us. It's been a great opportunity for members of our staff who have been able to interact with the dog. But it's also been a great participation in the program. We've had 4 dogs to date, and we really enjoyed the program thus far. From what I understand, it's something that's available to public and private entities. I think it's a fantastic program. It's great, as I pointed out, for your staff. They love the opportunity to interact with the dogs. But it's also a great opportunity to get some exposure for these pets who may not otherwise have the opportunity to get adopted. So anything that we can do to help boost that exposure and the likelihood of adoption is really important to us. We want to participate in that program as much as we can.
We have a dog bed, and the supervisor, my partner supervisor, Janet Belton, we switch off which office the dog's going to stay in, and it's a very friendly competition as to who gets to have the dog that month. But yeah, the dog has a home whenever they visit, but honestly, the dog spends most of their time in offices with staff, enjoying the day and sharing the day with a particular staffer as time progresses. And oftentimes you can tell that the dog might have a favorite. There might be someone that is more attached to the dog. And I don't mean to brag, but 5 out of the 5 dogs we have adventured with were adopted within about a week of stopping by here.
So now the holidays are coming. I know weather is changing. Will you still have wintertime adventure dogs available?
Definitely, definitely. So obviously we don't want them outside for a prolonged period of time.
Sure.
So it'll have to be indoor field trips, you know, maybe just taking a ride on the Blue Ridge Parkway in your car.
Sure.
Going to
Something like
Lowe's.
that. Yeah, Lowe's, Black Dog Salvage,
Black
pretty
Dog
much.
Savage, yes. Anywhere where they can just get out and we do have some coats.
Yeah, we do
We
have
do
coats.
have some coats,
Okay.
so if they want to go out on the Greenway and they're afraid they might get a little cool, we
Yeah.
do have coats. So they enjoy just going to Starbucks and getting a pup cup.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure. And you do send them out with the supplies they need,
Yes.
a water dish and treats and whatnot, so they're cared for, so people don't have to go and get those items to take a dog on an adventure.
And some dogs really like snow. I know
Yeah.
my dog does until
sure.
she doesn't. But I
Yeah.
mean, but when it
Right.
first snows, she dives into the snow. So
That's great.
that might be something fun for them too if we do get some weather.
Good, some wintertime fun. Okay, well, great. Now, if people are interested in finding out more about the program, how to get involved, where should they go?
They can check out our website under the Get Involved tab, and it'll say Roanoke Adventure Dogs. Just click through that and you can see how you can get in contact with us and find out more about the program. You can also call our front desk and we're willing to answer any questions you may have.
Okay.
And Lila will be getting spayed this week, so she should be ready to go out on her adventures next week.
Very good. Well, thank you all for giving us an update on the program, and we certainly hope that Lila and many of the other dogs and cats here at the RCACP will be adopted here soon. So thank you all.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you. Sure.
Hello, my name is Brian Klingenpeel and I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator for Roanoke County Fire and Rescue. The holidays are fast approaching. It's a time for friends and families to get together, but it also means a greater risk for fire. Following a few simple steps can ensure a happy and fire-safe holiday season. Did you know that more than 1/3 of all home decoration fires are caused by candles? We just recently had a house fire in Roanoke County that was caused by an unattended candle. You should blow out lit candles anytime you leave the room or before you go to bed. And you should keep lit candles away from decorations and other things that can burn. More than 2 of every 5 decoration fires happen because decorations are placed too close to a heat source. If you will be using a live Christmas tree as part of your decorations this year, here are a few things to remember. You should always get a tree that has fresh green needles that do not fall off when touched. Before placing the tree in the stand, cut 2 inches from the base of the trunk. Make sure your tree is located at least 3 feet away from any heat source like fireplaces, radiators, candles, heat vents, or lights. Also, make sure the tree is not blocking an exit. The tree should be watered daily. After Christmas, you will want to remove your live cut Christmas tree from the house because it will be dried out. Dried out Christmas trees are an extreme fire danger and should never be left in the home or in the garage. Although Christmas tree fires may not be common, when they do occur, they can be very serious. If you are using strings of electric lights to decorate for the holidays, please know that some lights are for indoor use or outdoor use, but may not be for both. Replace any string of lights with worn or broken cords or loose bulb connections. And please use clips instead of nails or staples to hang your lights so that the cords do not get damaged. Always turn off Christmas tree lights before leaving home or going to bed. Roanoke County Fire and Rescue wants to wish you and your family a very safe and happy holiday season. If you would like more information about any of these fire safety tips or others, you can find us on the web at roanokecountyva.gov/fire rescue, or you can call me directly at 540-777-8718.
Hi, I'm Amy Whitaker, Public Information Officer for Roanoke County. My guests today are Sherry Henry and Mike Hibben with Roanoke County Public Libraries. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So we're here today to congratulate you on some really exciting news and things happening here at the library. You all have earned a new award,
Yes.
so we want to talk about that today. So tell us about the organization that presented the award.
We received the award from the Urban Libraries Council, which is a membership organization of libraries across the United States and Canada that was really made up of leading libraries and very large libraries. And we became members. We are kind of a small fish in that pond, so to speak, but we became members because they do such important work. They're a think tank. They provide an ongoing forum to interact with library leaders across the country and Canada. And it just between whether in person going to forums and events or online constantly, so you just have access to a lot of great information.
Right. And also the name of the award, it's the Innovator Award.
That's right.
Right. And so talk a little bit about what criteria it took to get that type of award.
Every year they put out a call for applications for these awards. There are 10 awards, and in each category, 10 different categories, and in each category they have a top innovator and an honorable mention. They received 296 applications total this year for what amounts to 20 awards. and we were named the top innovator in the workforce and economic development category, which was very exciting for us.
Yes, it really is.
People know where Roanoke is now, which is very fun.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. And we have the award right here to showcase. So that's wonderful. And so Mike, talk about what kind of work goes into making this happen, to being a top innovator across the country?
Well, we've been involved in several very exciting projects over the last year and a half. It started out with our recruitment of Pepper the humanoid robot by SoftBank Robotics in June of 2018. We were the first public library in the nation to have Pepper, and it's really just sort of taken off from there. Since then, we've been involved in, we've made partnerships with the Roanoke Robotics and Makers Club and Note Codes. We're doing Raspberry Jams twice a year to celebrate their little microcomputer, the Raspberry Pi. We've started a community partnership with nationally known organization Girls Who Code, which has been hugely successful, and we're so proud of that. Recently, our great team members at the Glenver Public Library became the first, well, we are the first public library in the country, and they have it there. We have a new robot named Misty, and they've been using that with Girls Who Code at Glenver and other programming to allow children and teens to really get the job skills of tomorrow. So we're super excited about that. We have little vector robots in the children's area at all of our libraries. It's been amazing to see what's transpired over a really short amount of time. And we have a new robot that's going to be premiering in a couple of months. I can't tell you about it yet, but we're super excited about that. So more good news coming.
Oh, that's great. Well, I can't wait to come back and hear more about that one. There's so much going on here. And going back to the Urban Libraries Council, tell us a little bit about that forum.
The forum is their annual conference, and this year it was held in Salt Lake City. It was the first year I've been to one. Sherry had told me a little bit about it, but it was just amazing. It's library leaders from all over North America meeting up and really sharing big ideas. This year the theme was about AI and digital literacy, and we had speakers of all stripes talking about these big issues with AI and digital citizenship. And we had times to work together with these other library leaders on big questions that are facing society now in public libraries, and I got a lot out of it. It was a fantastic forum, just big ideas that we could bring back here to Roanoke County.
Well, you all have just done a tremendous job, and not just both of you, but I know
It's not me.
all of the staff here in the public library system has just done a tremendous job in bringing Roanoke County into the limelight and really offering a lot of opportunities for people, whether it's children or adults, who are learning from all this technology. So that's wonderful. So congratulations to you both.
Thank you
and
so much.
again, look forward to hearing more about what other advances you all have.
Great.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
So I've been with the department for about 13 years now, actually 13 years November, so yeah. And I am currently a commander on our evening shift, our Bravo shift. So I currently am in charge of 29 officers, 3 sergeants. Our evening shift is our busiest shift. It's from about 2 o'clock in the afternoon to about midnight at night. So it's typically our high call volume time. So it's what I currently do in my major time. And my specialty duties, I'm also our primary negotiator. So I run our negotiation team as well, in charge of all our equipment and things of that nature, training in our negotiations team. So the awards from the International Chiefs Association, IACP, and they are essentially a worldwide organization, about 130 members, different agencies from across the world, I think 30,000 members involved in it. They've been around probably somewhere in the late 1900s it kind of started. They had a long history. Their primary principle is to train, focus on policies and principles of policing and leadership in policing, is kind of really to instill leadership and to move the principles of policing forward, not to stay stagnant, but to move forward and things of that nature. And the idea behind the award was, I think this is the 3rd year, so 3 years ago, they started looking at leaders who were under the age of 40 who were moving forward in policing and were doing what their philosophy is moving leadership forward and taking the policing ideals and continuing that forward progression. And luckily I was a inductee, and was offered up as an option, and they chose me. So that kind of was the idea behind that. You know, it was very humbling. I tend to be one of those people that, especially as a supervisor, that focuses on my people a lot, and my main goals in life is always to, what can I get for them, what can I do for them? So when I get something that's focused on me, it's not something I try to do very often, try to put my energy into my people. So it's very humbling when somebody puts attention on me. So my future for me is, you know, I try to put my spare time into my family and my wife. We get the time that we do get to spend at Tenor is limited, so I try to focus a lot of that, my future on that. And in policing, just continue to do what I'm doing and try to make our organization better and be happy with where I am and keep trying to provide services for our officers so that they can be functioning and have a better work-life balance. I think that's really important for me. It's always been difficult in this line of work to be happy at home and happy at work at the same time. So trying to make sure that our officers feel comfortable at work and comfortable at home.
Hello, I'm Wendy Schultz with Roanoke County Parks, Recreation, and Tourism. And I'm out here at Explore Park with this beautiful ornament, which is so impressive. And if you think it's impressive like I do, you should see it at night. And if you take this ornament and add it to the 500,000 other lights that we have out here, you will have Illuminites. Illuminites is a walking tour, a walking extravaganza, a Christmas display never before seen in this area. It's out here at Explore Park, walking trail about a half-mile long, beautiful path, well manicured, and we are going to have an incredible time. We open the Friday, Black Friday, after Thanksgiving and continue right through the first of the year on 26 select days. Not only will you be impressed with the lights, but we have a Santa village where the children can come in and Santa shop. Santa will be here a few days, few evenings. We also have a shop where the children can go shopping and buy that special gift for that special someone without their parents around. We also have edible art activities for the children. We have a fabulous artisan market with 50 artisans in the Arthur Taubman Center. The park is full of festivities. On select nights, we have carriage rides, beautiful open-air carriages as well as a closed carriage. The nights are going to be spectacular. Along the trail, we have a variety of themes. As you first enter the park, it will be Christmas traditions, everything you expect to see during Christmas. Then of course we want to highlight a lot of the things that are out here in the park. So once you go through Christmas traditions, you will go to our nature area, spectacular displays of nature. Then as you finish nature, you will wander through and go down to fantasy. Fantasy is my personal favorite. There's a maze, an orb field that you can regulate the lights yourself. You can walk through the magical maze. It's a magical area. Once you leave fantasy, then you will go into adventure, where you will see people on canoes and kayaks and zip lining, all the things that you can experience in the park during the spring and summer and early fall. Then as you leave the park, once again, you will leave with the feeling of Christmas. We have another area designed just for Christmas traditions. It's an event that you don't want to miss with the families. We also have special nights set up for special groups. We are calling them appreciation nights. If you are a first responder, you can come and get a discount on certain evenings. All you need to do is go to our website and find out what night to come. We also have Human Services Night. It's just an event packed full of all kinds of activities for all groups. We also have group nights. Group nights are Monday evenings. You can come with your group and receive a discount. A group of 10 or more can come. If you buy your tickets online ahead of time, the pricing structure is less than if you come night of. There's a $4 additional charge. So I invite everybody to come out and experience a magical Christmas. For a full schedule of activities and events and pricing and all kinds of things that you can find during Illuminites, I suggest you go to our website at www.explorepark/Illuminites.
I'm Greg Craig with Roanoke County's Public Information Office, and today we're with Bill Hunter, the Director of our Communications and Information Technology Department. And Bill's going to tell us a little bit about our upcoming broadband availability study. Bill, what's going on with the broadband availability study?
We are getting ready to kick off a survey of the county to see who is underserved and unserved as far as high-speed internet goes. And the latest definition of high speed is 25 megabits a second download speed and 3 megabits a second upload speed.
Great. And what are we going to do with this data? Will the county, how will we use this data to find out who has fast internet service or high-speed internet service?
Well, I guess you automatically assume that everyone in the county has high-speed internet service, but that's not true. And I think we're going to learn that there's quite a bit of the population that, if not unserved, are definitely underserved in the services that are available to them now. This is really the second part of our 2016 strategic plan of connecting Roanoke County to the world, with the first part being the 25 miles of open access fiber that was installed to increase competition among the providers for the business community. And this part will get us to the household, and there's also quite a few home businesses that we're hoping to bring access to.
All right. Well, can you tell us a little bit about the many approaches the county will be using to get news out about the survey?
I think we've got a really good plan. We're going to do some direct mailing to some targeted households that we feel are in that area. We'll have a web version of the survey. We're going to have copies of the survey in our public libraries. And the other piece I think we're doing that'll really get out to folks is we're sending home with the schools, with all the school kids, is for a take-home of the survey that their parents can fill out and mail back in.
Great. Great news. And when do you think people will start receiving some of these mailing pieces or the take-home pieces for schools?
Well, our plan right now is to send the take-home pieces home with the school prior to Christmas break this year. And then we would ideally like to get the mailing out before the end of the year and run the survey through about middle of February of next year.
Now, when you get the survey results back and you can find out who has high-speed internet access, who doesn't, what's our next steps after that?
After that is we're going to form a plan that says how can we bring the most service to the greatest number of people. And another piece of this survey is ask the question, if the internet was available, would you take it? And I think that's an important piece of the survey to let us work with the providers and say there's customers out here available for you.
So after the spring, I think you'd set a date for the survey responses. All this mail will go out and we'll have some all these survey responses come in, and we're looking at a deadline sometime to get all this information together.
There are some grant opportunities that are available to be submitted over the summer and are awarded in September. And the primary one that we're looking at is the Virginia Technology Initiative, or VATI grant. We have high hopes that we could get some public-private partnerships with some local providers that'll bring service to areas that right now are really, from a business sense, not affordable for the provider to go into.
Okay. And also, I think you'll have a website updated with this information so the public can come find out more information about the study in general and the survey in particular.
Yes, sir.
Great.